Hello and welcome to the History of True Crime. Today we will be exploring the case of the Unabomber, once an unknown assailant. Ted Kaczynski is one of America's most notorious criminals, a man that made terrorist threats across the country, killed 3 people and injured dozens more. But how did he get away with the reign of terror that he held over America for such a long time? And why did he do it? First, let's look into the incidents that were caused by Ted Kaczynski. May 25, 1978, a passerby found a package, addressed and stamped, in a parking lot at the University of Illinois, Chicago Circle campus. The package was returned to the person listed on the return address, Northwestern University Professor Buckley Crist, Jr. He did not recognize the package and called campus security. The package exploded upon opening and injured the security officer. May 9, 1979, a graduate student at Northwestern University was injured when he opened a box that looked like a present. It had been left in a room used by graduate students. November 15, 1979, American Airlines Flight 444 flying from Chicago to Washington, D.C., fills with smoke after a bomb detonates in the luggage compartment. The plane lands safely, since the bomb did not work as intended. Several passengers suffer from smoke inhalation. June 10, 1980, United Airlines President Percy Woods is injured when he opened a package holding a bomb encased in a book called Ice Brothers by Sloan Wilson. October 8, 1981, a bomb wrapped in brown paper and tied with string is discovered in the hallway of a building at the University of Utah in Salt Lake City. The bomb is safely detonated without causing injury. May 5, 1982, a bomb sent to the head of the computer science department at Vanderbilt University injures his secretary after she opened it in his office. July 2, 1982, a package bomb left in the break room of Corey Hall at the University of California, Berkeley, explodes and injures an engineering professor. May 15, 1985, another bomb in Corey Hall at the University of California injures an engineering student. June 13, 1985, a suspicious package sent to Boeing Fabrication Division in Washington is safely detonated, but most of the forensic evidence was lost. November 15, 1985, a University of Michigan psychology professor and his assistant are injured when they opened a package containing a 3-ring binder that had a bomb. The bomber included a letter asking the professor to review a student's master thesis. December 11, 1985, a bomb left in the parking lot of a Sacramento computer store kills the store's owner. February 20, 1987, another bomb left in the parking lot of a Salt Lake City computer store severely injures the son of the store's owner. A store employee sees the man leave the bomb, and that witness account helped a sketch artist create the composite sketch. June 22, 1993, a geneticist at the University of California is injured after opening a package that exploded in his kitchen. June 24, 1993, a prominent computer scientist from Yale University lost several fingers to a mailed bomb. December 19, 1994, an advertising executive is killed by a package bomb sent to his New Jersey home. April 24, 1995, a mailed bomb kills the president of the California Forestry Association in his Sacramento office. With each of these events, panic spread across the country. With no clear suspects, no forensic evidence, and no clear motives, the outcome of stopping this threat seemed bleak. Kaczynski was living in the mountains of Montana in a cabin that he and his brother David had built. After witnessing the destruction of the wilderness surrounding his cabin, he concluded that living in nature was becoming impossible and resolved to fight industrialization and its destruction of nature through terrorism. Secluded from the world, Kaczynski used scrap to build the bombs that he had created and mailed to places that were chosen majorly at random via a library search. Kaczynski's demise was in fact David, his own brother, who recognized several details in the prose style of a 35,000-word essay that had been sent to the New York Times by Kaczynski himself, in which he had promised to desist from terrorism if the manifesto he had written was published. David was able to confirm the thoughts that the potential suspect had grown up in Chicago, taught at the university where 2 of the bombs had been placed, and lived in Salt Lake City for a time before relocating to the cabin. Kaczynski had grown up as a well-adjusted child, fitting in well, even being a leader to many of his peers before skipping a grade in school due to high results on an IQ test. This pushed him to a higher grade and resulted in him being left out and bullied by the older children. He noted this as a pivotal moment in his childhood. Kaczynski excelled in secondary school, skipping another grade and being encouraged to enroll at Harvard University. He was accepted and joined at the age of 16. During the 4 years of study at Harvard, Kaczynski gained his Bachelor of Arts in Mathematics. During his second year at the university, he took part in a psychological study, investing over 200 hours into this brutal psychological barrage. Subjects were told they would debate personal philosophy with a fellow student and were asked to write essays detailing their personal beliefs and aspirations. The essays were given to an anonymous individual who would confront and belittle the subject in what Murray himself called vehement, sweeping, and personally abusive attacks, using the content of the essays as ammunition. The reactions of these students was recorded and played back to them on repeat. The experiment lasted 3 years and was simply a weekly confrontation and mental beatdown. Kaczynski's lawyers later attributed this participation in Murray's study to his confrontational and hostile nature towards mind control techniques. After his time at Harvard, Kaczynski returned to his family home before moving out to the cabin built by himself and David. He would come to volunteer at a local library, work odd jobs, and receive significant financial support from his family as he tried to become self-sufficient and learn the survival skills he needed. He spent his summers walking the mountains, and was shocked one summer to find a road had replaced his favorite spot. This is when he had stopped learning survival skills and moved on to gaining revenge against the system. April 3, 1996, Kaczynski was apprehended at his Montana cabin. A search of the property revealed a hoard of bomb components, over 40,000 pages of his handwritten journal that contained descriptions of the crime that he had already committed and future bomb experiments he had planned, and a live bomb, ready to be mailed to his next target. Throughout the entire investigation, over $50 million was spent of attempting to apprehend the Unabomber. Ted Kaczynski was set to serve 8 life sentences at a maximum security facility without the chance of parole, however was relocated to the Federal Medical Center in North Carolina due to health reasons that have not been disclosed. He continues his sentence in the facility today. If you liked this video and want to find out more, click the link in the description to access our #1 source of information. Like and subscribe to be the first to see our next video. Do you have a story you would like to hear on our channel? Comment down below to hear your favorite true crime stories.